Hey guys, you are welcome to today's tutorial. Today I will be showing you how to make a shirt and trouser with pockets for a 3-year-old boy. So to cut the trouser now, I'm going to fold the front panel first. Now we are going to have two front panel for the trouser and two back panel for the two pairs. So we are not doing cut together trouser here because the trouser is going to have pockets. So now let's cut the front panel. I folded the fabric into two. I'm trying to check if the fabric will be enough for what I need. Now I've drawn a starting line, and from that starting line I'm going to mark out 2 inches. That 2 inches is for elastic band. So after marking that out, I will roll it out, and from that elastic line I'm going to mark out the crotch of 7.5 inches, and the full length of the trouser will now be 17 inches. But after marking that 17 inches, I will make sure I add 1.5 to 2 inches to it. That will be for the folding allowance at the down part of the trouser. So after this, I will rule out the vertical lines. Okay, after ruling out the vertical line, on that waistline, I'm going to measure my hip divided by 4. That's 5.5 inches. The hip is 22 inches divided by 4 will give me 5.5. I'll measure that on the waistline and on the crotch line. So on that crotch line, from that point, that from that measurement that we made before, I'm going to extend that line by 1.5 inch, and I'll use that to connect the crotch curve. I'll come down by 1 inch, and I'll make sure that the measurement I have on the crotch line is the same thing on the tie line, because I don't want it to be tight. So I will measure what I have there that is remaining and divide it by 2. I have 10 inches divided by 2 is 5. Come up by 2 inches, that's 3. That will be my new line. That's how to get the new line. Now is to get the gray line for the trouser. I'm going to take my tape measure and measure what I have on that crotch line and divide it into 2. So I'll measure that and transfer it to the nail line, and also transfer it to the bottom line, that is the ankle line. That will form my center line. The nail circumference measurement is 10 inches. That is 10 inches for both back and front. So the front panel will be 5. I will now divide that 5 into 2, and that's 2.5. I will place that 2.5 exactly on that grid line and mark it on both sides. So I will go to the ankle line. The ankle circumference is 8 inches divided by 2. That is for the front and back. That's 4 inches. I'll place the 2 inches on both, like I will measure 2 inches on this side and 2 inches on the other side. Then I will connect that with my straight through line. Ankle line straight like I'm doing in the video. Bring it out like an A line, a bit A line, so that you will not have shortage of fabric while you are sewing. So this is done. The next thing is to cut it out and use this front panel to cut the back. Back panel, fold the fabric into 2. You are going to fold it a bit bigger than the front panel because we are adding allowance to the front panel. Go to the crotch area, add 2 inches to the crotch area. You are going to draw it out like a line, and at the crotch line add 2.5 inches, then connect the line like I'm doing in the video. Then make the pants crotch from that line, the new line you made. So at the new line, I added 2 inches sewing allowance. You are going to join the 4 sides with 0.5 inch sewing allowance all round, and that's what I'm connecting. So the next thing is to cut it out. For the shirt, I have a piece of fabric unfold for the back panel and 2 pieces of front for the front panel. 2 pieces of fabric for the front panel because it is a shirt and it's going to have button and buttonhole. The next step is to place the back panel on the front panel and rule out a starting line. I've marked my shoulder divided by 2. Shoulder divided by 2 is 4.5. The shoulder is 9 inches and I marked that as the armhole measure. For the neck width, I marked 2 inches. Then for the front neck depth, 2.5 inches. For the back neck depth 1 inch. Come back to the chest area and mark the chest measurement divided by 4. After marking chest measurement divided by 4, that's 24 divided by 4, 6, plus 2 inches ease and sewing allowance 2 inches. It means you are going to mark 8 at that side, and you bring it down like that. Mark out the full length of the shirt plus the sewing allowance. Bring out the shoulder slant of 0.5 inch from the starting line, then connect it to the neck and cut it out. The next step is to arrange the front panel on the back panel and join the shoulder. Pick a front panel and make some notches on it. The first notch there is 3 inches. From that 3 inches notch, I will mark 4.5 inches and I will notch that again. Straight notch, please. I'll notch that in 4.5 inches. I'll take one of the pockets and notch 1.5 inch from the upper part. I have 10 by 6 inches for the pocket. I'll mark 1.5 inches from there. I'll mark that out, and that 4.5 inches I will notch the 2 points on the pockets too. That 4.5 inches is for our pocket opening. So from that 4.5 inches, the side I'm down, I'm going to sew it. I'm going to sew it on the right side so that the wrong side will be neat. I want that side that I'm sewing to be inside. Bring out the pocket and I will top stitch on it so that I will secure the pocket. It will be firm. Now place the 1.5 inches notch on the 3 inches notch on the front part of the pocket, right side facing each other. The right side of the pocket facing the right side of the trouser, and sew that from that notch, sew to the second notch. That is, we are sewing that 4.5 inches opening. We are sewing it down. Turn the pocket to the right side, and you are going to top stitch on the sewing you made now. You can see if you did the pocket well, the notches will be coming out. You can see that's the notch. So from that side, you are going to top stitch on it so that the pocket will be secure. Back panel out and place it on the front panel. But before placing it, you are going to use the second side of the pocket. You know, we sew one side to the front part. We are going to bring the second side of the pocket out and stitch it down like I'm doing, and then place the back panel on the front. And sew it from the up to the down part of the trouser, from the waist to the ankle. When you get to the second notch of the pocket, make sure you push the pocket in that part so that you not sew on it. The next step here is to fold the down part of the trouser with the 2 inches you left the other time. You can do this even after sewing all the trouser, but I just want to do it like this because the trouser is very small and it will be a bit hard to sew it after joining all the trouser. That's what I'm doing here. So after that, fold the two crotch area, fold it, the front and the back, and join that area too. Join that side, the other side. this is what we have, and I'm going to do it to the other side of the trouser too. You can see what we have now. Now the next thing is to join the two trouser at the center. I'm going to bring out the two center line, and I'm attaching it like that. I will hold it with a pin, hold that center with a pin, so that the two lines will align, the two sewing line will align, and then sew across. The next thing after this is to fold in the 2 inches I left for elastic. I'll fold it in now. But before then, I want to create a hole where the elastic will pass through. I'll just measure 1 inch and I will open a space of 1 inch. I'll open a space of 1 inch and top stitch around that side. I will top stitch around that hole. That's where my elastic will pass in. Yeah, then I'll fold in the elastic casing. To sew the shirt, I'm first going to join the shoulder. After joining the shoulder, I've joined the shoulder now. For the allowance, I left 2.5 inches. I'm going to fold in 1.5 inch and leave one outside. So I'll fold in 1.5 inch and I'll stitch it at the neck area. I don't want to sew across it. The button and the buttonhole will hold it down after sewing. I will add hemming gum to this and give it a good press. You can see it's now relaxed. The next thing is to add my sleeve to it. I'm going to notch the upper part of the sleeve into 2 and start sewing it on the shirt, right side, facing right side. The next step is to join the side of the shirt with 1 inch sewing allowance that has been added when we are cutting the shirt. So to cut the collar now, I will measure the neck and I have 13.5 there. I will add 1 inch to that, making 14.5 inches. I have a fabric of 14.5 by 3.5 unfold and I folded it again, making 4. Now I will come down by 1.5 inches. Then go in by 1.5 inches. Connect the line and draw out the shape of the this is a cut together collar. So I'll cut it out using the mark I've made there. So after that, I'm going to iron stay on it. I folded one part in by 0.5 inches. You can see what I'm saying. So I will now start sewing. See now is to pick the side I did not fold in and start attaching it to the neck of the shirt. Then after that, I will now use the one that I fold in to cover it up and sew on it again. Just watch the way I do it. The last thing on this shirt is to iron it out, put the button, hem the down part. Thank you for watching this video from the beginning to the end. I really love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your subscription. I appreciate everything. If you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to this channel and like this video. Please like this video. If you actually derive any value from this video, please consider liking this video. Drop a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. I love you.